Are you and your partner speaking the same language?
This is Love Smarter, the show for women who want extraordinary love and aren't afraid to learn for it. Here's your host, Laurie-Anne King.
In this episode, you will learn what to do if you and your partner speak different love languages. If you missed the last episode where I introduced the 5 love languages, you definitely want to go back and catch that first. Otherwise, what I'm about to say might not make that much sense. We all give and receive love in different ways. The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman is a really helpful book in understanding how you prefer to give and receive love. The 5 love languages he covers are 1. Words of affirmation, 2. Physical touch, 3. Receiving gifts, 4. Acts of service, and 5. Quality time. So what do you do if you find yourself in a relationship where you and your partner speak totally different love languages? Are you doomed? Not at all. It is very common to be attracted to someone who speaks a different language. Many couples find themselves speaking different love languages. And even if you and your partner do speak the same broad love language, it's still likely that you speak different dialects, and you'll benefit a lot from learning exactly how your partner likes their love served. So if you and your partner speak totally different love languages, don't despair. My husband and I speak totally different languages too. All you need is to be willing to do 3 things. 1. Learn a new love language. 2. Teach your partner how to speak your love language. And 3. Reward progress, not perfection. You must be willing to learn a new love language in order to love your partner in the way that is most meaningful to them. This doesn't mean that you should stop demonstrating your love in the way that's most natural for you. It's additive. You'll have more ways to express love. The result is net positive, with more love going around the relationship. Learning a new love language or dialect has nothing to do with changing who you are or becoming something that you're not for the relationship. It's simply learning a new skill. And if you want the kind of relationship that gets better and better over time, you must be willing to grow and develop new skills. To me, the idea that these different ways of communicating and expressing love are like different languages is a really brilliant analogy. Let's say you're a native English speaker and you were to fall in love with someone who speaks French. If they asked you to learn some French, would you say, "Stop trying to change me. You knew I spoke English when you met me"? Probably not. If you really love your partner, you want to do whatever it takes so that they know how much they are loved and they feel it often, even if that requires some new actions or new skills. The new love language that you are trying to learn might feel really unnatural for you. Let's say, for example, your partner's love language is gifts, and you almost never buy people gifts or pay attention to things like birthdays or anniversaries. It is going to take real intentionality to master the skill of gift giving. In the beginning, you might need to ask her to make lists of gifts she would enjoy getting, or ask her friends what kind of gifts would make her day. Keep a running list of gift ideas, and anytime she mentions something she likes, write it down. The second thing you need to be willing to do is to teach your partner how to speak your language. You must be willing to teach your partner how to love you. Now, sometimes my clients have resistance to this because they believe it will mean less if they have to ask for it. It won't be as romantic. I hate to say it, but this is a place where you've been a victim of Hollywood romance and Disney fairy tales. Look, I believe in happily ever after. I just don't believe in happily ever after without even trying. It is magical thinking to believe that you'll find a partner who knows what you want before you do and provides it perfectly without you ever having to ask. To have a successful long-term relationship, both people need to take responsibility for their own happiness. And trust me, teaching your partner how to love you in the way that you specifically want to be loved will lead to a lot of happiness. Even if what you love is to feel surprised, you can teach your partner about how to surprise you or what kind of surprises you like. The third thing you need to do is reward progress, not perfection. Learning a new language is hard. I tried to learn French for years, and to this day, the only thing I can say is, j'aime la pizza. I like pizza. Don't expect yourself or your partner to be perfect, and don't expect to become fluent overnight. Reward progress. Don't wait for perfection. It is like potty training a toddler. You don't wait until they go straight to the toilet to praise them. You celebrate every little weird milestone that happens. The first time they say, I have to pee, instead of just peeing their pants. Yeah, you celebrate. The next time they get closer to the toilet before pooping on the floor, you celebrate. If you wait for perfection, they will give up long before you get there. And some of the first attempts by your partner to speak your love language might feel a little bit like pooping on the floor. It's okay. Just clean it up. And next time, aim higher. It can feel very vulnerable to try to express love in a new way. Become teammates in learning each other's love languages. And always keep the end goal in mind: more love. Here's a pro tip. If you really want to encourage your partner to learn your love language, reward them in their love language. This will really motivate them to keep learning yours. The point of understanding the love languages is to be able to bring even more love into your life. It's not to change how your partner loves you or how you love your partner, but to add to what you have already built. You have already gotten to the place you've gotten to in your relationship, knowing what you've already known, both about yourself and your partner. And now you have a new awareness, and with it, new ways of loving someone. To be clear, it does not mean that you can only love your partner in their language. This is just another tool in your toolbox. If you want to do a deeper dive into the 5 love languages, you can pick up a copy of the book on Amazon, which I've linked to in the show notes. In the next episode, I'll teach you how to really use this understanding of your love languages to turn up the love in your relationship. I'm Laurie-Anne King, and until then, love smarter. Hey, did you like this episode? Then you will love my upcoming live online class. You'll leave with insights that improve your love life immediately. Plus, you'll have the chance to ask me anything. This class is completely free and it always fills up quickly. So head on over to laking.tv/free class to register right now. See you in class.